Dora above. This is the first time a hypo-fiend has appeared in the vicinity of the Sun Temple. What's going on?
We ran into a hypo-fiend too when we were looking for Talene previously. But this one is obviously more formidable.
Fortunately, Talene is here. Based on the records, her sacred flames are as merciless as the scorching sun, capable of purifying all evil and filth. But if it's a kind person enveloped by her flames, they will not only be left unscathed, but they will also receive a divine and warm blessing.
Hey, Magister. A penny for your thoughts? Hold on! Are you thinking of letting this lady purify the statue? What if the statue is damaged? I can hardly explain that to the people in Hollowstone.
Talene's flames can tell evil and good apart. The sacred Dora statue will be intact, and the Hypogean's counterfeit will be gone, just like the Hypofiend earlier. This is the temple's guarantee to the heroic order.
Alright. Since the temple's willing to vouch for it, and the Magister is here. I'm sorry for having doubts about you before, madam. Please, go ahead.
Thank you for trusting me. I'll give it a go.
It worked! There's only one statue remaining.
Archon Talene's divine power never disappoints. Once again, I've witnessed a miracle. Oh, Dora above.
Does the one left still have the Hypogean aura?
It's gone.
I feel so relieved. The heroic order's efforts wouldn't have been able to pacify the Hollowstone townsfolk for much longer. But here's another issue. How many soldiers does the general have to send to bring this huge statue back?
Archon Talene, what's the matter? Are you feeling unwell?
No, I'm all right. Magister, can we talk? I just remembered the goal I'd been pursuing before. My memory is like sparks flickering all over the place. But there's one thing I should never have forgotten. I was pursuing a Hypogean.
A Hypogean? Did you battle with it? Is that why you lost your memory?
I have no clue, as the rest of my memory hasn't resurfaced yet. The appearance and the identity of that Hypogean is still obscured in darkness. However, this place feels familiar to me. That's all I can remember. Does the info help?
Phew! I just sent a letter to Hollowstone with a carrier pigeon. A troop of soldiers will be here soon to carry the statue. I can finally wrap this up and report back to General Hogan. Magister, don't forget to check out the statue when it's back.
Thank goodness! Dora's statue is finally back!
Valen, you guys did a fine job. I'll give you a good rating, just this time.
We only helped with moving the statue. Most of the credit goes to the Magister, and this lady here.
Dura. I remember now. Some Hypogeans take pleasure in mocking the mortals, while some survive by devouring flames. And the one I pursued and fought with, he has an unusual obsession with the divinities. That's probably why he targeted the Dura statue and Sun Temple. Sorry, this is all I can recall right now. What happened during the battle with the Hypogean and how I lost my memory is still a blur in my mind.
Don't worry! You're slowly recovering. Chippy is sure you'll remember everything in no time.
Exactly. This is a positive sign. If only the Magister could recover his memory soon, too.
Thank you for putting up with me and being by my side. Hopefully, I'll get to that Hypogean soon.
This has been quite a mission. General Hogan said he would hold a celebration dinner for us at Traveler's Light tonight. You should come. This is a rare chance to enjoy a meal on his tab. Miss Talene, Archon Talene, you've cleared your name. It might not be my place to say this, but you're free to go now. I'm merely going through the formalities. Please don't hold it against me.
You're just doing your job. There's no need to apologize. Magister, I'll spend some time roaming around town and nearby villages next. Some sightseeing might help me remember more things. See you guys tonight.
General Hogan, we're here.
Welcome. I've had Jocelyn prepare everything. I finally have the chance to treat you guys to a proper meal.
Before this, emergencies arose every single time I invited you for dinner. It's almost like a curse. The General's finally treating us. I've been waiting for this for so long. Huh, she isn't here yet.
Let's wait a little longer. We shouldn't disrespect the Celestial.
How have you all been? It's been a while. There's something I want to discuss with you all.
Magister, Chippy just heard Bryon's voice. There must be something wrong with Chippy's ears.
I heard it, too. Could it be a wind message that Lorson and the others were talking about? It felt like Bryon was whispering in my ear.
If you all have some time to spare, please come to Ivory Shade. The deer spirit has manifested again. Best, Leica and Bryon.
That's really concise. By the way, when the Sun Temple Acolytes first saw the two Dora statues, they also thought it was a manifestation of Dora.
Sounds worrying. I think we should swing by and check things out. If a Hypogean is involved again, we can't take it lightly.
There you are.
You're just in time, Talene. We're heading to Ivory Shade to check out a similar issue.
Another manifestation?
Alas, I suppose we have to call off the dinner again. I was right to say it was a curse.
Go ahead, my friend. The Wilders need you. We can always reschedule.
Well, let's go then. We'll find out what's the deal with the deer spirit in Ivory Shade.
Welcome. It's been a while.
I sense a different vibe here. It seems to be more crowded than before.
The people are at ease. Since the corruption in the forest was purged with the help of the Deer Spirit's blessing, visitors have been able to make a pilgrimage to the Spirit Mound outside of ritual times. One of Leica's wishes is to strengthen communication and cooperation between the Dark Forest and the Veduso Mountains so timely support can be provided when needed. Your aid greatly helped us in this regard. Now, the Deer Spirit seems to have manifested itself again. Therefore, Leica has entrusted me to share the news with our savior and invite you to join the celebration through a wind message. That being said, the situation this time is slightly different. You will see for yourself. Well, please follow me to the Spirit Mound. Leica's already waiting for you.
Everyone, stop. This aura belongs to a Hypogean. It's nearby.
What? A Hypogean? Where? Chippy will protect everyone.
The aura's moving further away from us at a very fast speed. We can't let it escape. This is too dangerous. Please stay here while I go after him.
Hey, wait! Wow, she just unfolded her wings and flew off.
Forgive me for eavesdropping, but did that lady just mention a Hypogean? I see. A celestial who lost her memory, an unidentified Hypogean, and a mysteriously duplicated statue. Thank you all for coming. The same thing has happened here.
What? The same thing?
Do you guys also have 2 Deer Spirit statues here?
The situation is slightly different. Shall we head straight to the Spirit Mound, or wait here for Miss Talene to return?
Chippy's worried about her. That's a Hypogean, you know. All the Hypogeans we have encountered are vicious and sly. Even if a Celestial is capable of fending off a Hypogean, Talene is alone and without her memories.
Let's catch up with Miss Talene. Since we've dealt with Hypogeans before, I'm sure we can be helpful.
Time to show you my moves. Just as I expected.
all right. And have you found the Hypogean?
There was no trace of the Hypogean when I arrived. Its minions, however, appeared out of nowhere. It's like they were trying to hinder my pursuit.
Talene, can you still detect the Hypogean's aura?
Not anymore. It's gone without a trace.
During our journey, Alona was vigilant of her surroundings, but didn't spot anything suspicious.
Well, what should we do now? Even if we remain here, there's no guarantee the Hypogean will emerge.
I'll have Alona stay on guard. Everyone, please.
Magister, you're here. Look, overnight the deer spirit statue has duplicated into such a symmetrically beautiful form. It must be Misate, moved by the devotion of Ivory Shade's people, displaying her holiness once again. You all look so solemn. Has something happened?
Laika, something very similar occurred in Hollowstone before this. And on our way here, we faced vicious hypofiends. This extra statue might not be a divine blessing, but the dark work of a Hypogean.
A Hypogean? But the statues are so beautiful. Magister, how can you be sure? Since the second statue came to be, nothing out of the ordinary has occurred. The people of Ivory Shade are so delighted with a new deer spirit statue. If this is just the work of a Hypogean, they'll be devastated. I trust you all. You would not make such claims without good reason. I'll explain the situation to the authorities of Ivory Shade, so that you may investigate at will.
Identical statues.
What's the matter, Talene?
It's nothing. Shall we begin our investigation?
Any updates on the situation?
This truly is the foul work of a Hypogean. The Magister confirmed it.
And they appear absolutely identical.
Such a beautiful statue. How could it be the work of a Hypogean?
I see. What shall we do to fix this?
You mean this lady, who glows like fire and sunlight?
Don't worry, Laika. Talene's fire will only cleanse evil. It won't cause any destruction.
But it's the statue of the deer spirit from Misate that once saved our forest. I understand completely. Anything tainted by a Hypogean must not remain in Ivory Shade.
I understand your hesitation. Sacred objects aren't meant to be tainted by outsiders, especially those connected to devout prayer. Where faith or the hope in one's heart is concerned, the desire to protect what should be safeguarded must not be criticized by any. However, as a Celestial, it is my sacred duty to cleanse the world of evil.
Thank you for understanding, most honored Talene. I trust you, along with the Magister. Protecting the forest is my duty, entrusted to me by the wise Aaron. I don't want to get anyone hurt, or to let these people down in any way. Just give me a bit of time before you begin, please. Thank you. Thank you very much.
If the purification goes smoothly, perhaps we'll get another lead on the Hypogean. Talene felt the Hypogean's aura on the road earlier. If it hasn't gone too far, perhaps it'll show its wretched face at last.
Perhaps we should split up and investigate. Have Hypogeans appeared nearby before? And have the residents of Ivory Shade noticed anything strange?
I will extend my search. This time, the Hypogean shall not slip away.
Like it and I will explore nearby.
Well, let's go to Ivory Shade with the Magister. Hello. May I ask...
Oh, it's you all! Wasn't there a pretty girl with you earlier, with hair as red as fire?
Do you mean Talene? Yes, she's with us.
That's strange. Why was she looking for you so frantically? It seems she has no idea where you are. Did you get separated?
Huh? Perhaps Talene has found the Hypogean?
Shh! Don't say that word in front of civilians. Do you want them all to panic?
What's this about panic?
Oh, nothing. Nothing at all.
If you're looking for that girl, she went south to find you.
I remember you. The people of the Dark Forest. Have you come to worship the deer spirit this time? We've never spoken. It's rare for outsiders to travel to Ivory Shade, so your visit on the eve of Prayer Day left an impression. You were running around helping with the preparations for Prayer Day, yes? I took note of your deeds. Now it seems that Miss Arte has appeared once more. What a delight!
Excuse me, has anything strange happened in Ivory Shade over the last few days?
Strange. I wouldn't describe it as such. But something sacred occurred right before my eyes. A giant bird flew through the air just now, its bright feathers and blazing trail burning like the sun as it flapped its wings. I had never seen such a creature in all my life. It must have been another miracle of Miss Arte.
Sounds like Talene is searching from above.
Which direction was it heading towards?
It flew north, burning a trail through the very sky. Was it truly a person? With such feathers and a wingspan that magnificent? It's unbelievable!
Let's leave the north to Talene and ask around somewhere else.
How could this be? Instead of the Hypogean, we've only found people who claim to have seen Talene.
With totally opposite reports. One said north, the other south.
Chippy has his eyes on the skies. Even if Ilona flew by instead of Talene, Chippy most certainly would have noticed.
Very strange. Let's head south and find Talene. Maybe she has something important to share with us.
Apologies. I've been searching for signs of the Hypogean and haven't been able to catch up with you all until now. The Knights of the Heroic Order said you came to Ivory Shade to investigate. Have you discovered anything?
But, Talene, what do you mean? You came to Ivory Shade with us, and then we split up to find the Hypogean.
Came with you? No, I only just arrived.
Huh? her memory again?
I remember very clearly that after arriving in Hollystone, the Knights of the Heroic Order said you'd long since left. I looked for you immediately, but was told you were off investigating the surrounding areas. I have no memories of this. What's going on here?
How could this be? What Talene says is the opposite of what we were told.
I remember the past few hours very clearly. Are you all telling the truth? I arrived with you before and flew away north?
Chippy swears by his sword. We went to see the deer spirit statue together, and on the way, you felt the Hypogean's aura. Then we all split up to investigate.
What's going on here? Talene was slowly regaining her memory before. So how did it deteriorate all of a sudden? Both the statues of Dura and the deer spirit were enchanted to become pairs. And the Hypogean seems to focus on divine beings. Is it possible there are two Taleens? Can Hypogeans also duplicate and mimic Celestials?
What? Two of me?
If Talene was duplicated by the Hypogean, that means one version arrived with us in Hollystone, and the other traveled to Ivory Shade just now. That's the only explanation.
The Talene who came with us to Ivory Shade just now not only despises evil, but also shielded us from harm. And I don't believe the Talene we just encountered is fake.
Are you saying the Talene before us could be an imposter?
Chippy can't tell.
So it's possible that I'm just a replica of the Hypogean. A product of a Hypogean should not exist in this world.
Talene, we don't mean that you...
It's all right. I know what to do. We'll find the other me and put an end to this once and for all.